What is going on YouTube? Sebastian here today, and what we're going to basically talk about is, I think it's been almost a week with that I've been doing Hashflare. So we're going to talk about Hashflare, what I think of it, if I think it's smart to invest in, and all of that good stuff. Let me go to my panel so I can go in there. We're also going to talk about Bitcoin, the fact that it's at $13,000, which is very low for Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys know, but Bitcoin went up to $20,000, and so when it's at $13,000, that's very interesting for me to see. Bitcoin Cash, we're also going to talk about that. That's dropped a little. And then we're going to do a calculator to see if I truly think Hashflare is still profitable, and I'm going to show you guys how much I've made overall with Hashflare, not counting referrals, to show you guys that you can make money with Hashflare, and that, you know, it's definitely possible. I'm not even getting paid a lot in referrals. Not a lot of people are using my link, which is fine. I don't need that, but we're just going to get into it. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So what we're going to talk about first is how much I've made so far with Hashflare. This is how much I've made with Hashflare. I did all the calculations. I believe the fee is about 17%, so that's how much they are taking away from every single payout, which is fine. I mean, I'm still profitable. So this is how much I made over the course of, let me count the days that I've been in Hashflare just to make sure I'm saying this correctly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see, 5. Okay, no, so I've been in Hashflare for 5 days, so 2 days shy of a week, but I'll just still title this video 1 week with Hashflare because it's still almost a week, and I've so far made $17 and, what is this, $17.76. I'm gonna move my camera a slight bit so I can see all my screen, but I've made this much with Hashflare. Obviously the Bitcoin price went down, so that's kind of why I'm not making, or I didn't make as much as I should have, because the price went down, but now it says I should be making $25.33, which I want to see what 17% is of $25.33. So let's make sure, times 0.17, okay, $4. So we still should be profiting about $21 every single day in the future. This is super, super low compared to what it was when I started. When I started, they said I was gonna make $2,000. So kind of bummed about that, but that is just because the price of Bitcoin is dropping, and I believe they release futures for Bitcoin, so you can bet against Bitcoin and all that stuff. I'm not too educated on futures, so I'm not gonna talk about it, but I think that's what it is. I'm not too sure. But that's, you know, that's about it for Hashflare. So let's see if I can withdraw. I think, yeah, I don't have enough. You need 0.0522 Bitcoin, which is completely fine. I don't really need the Bitcoin right now. I'm just gonna let it sit or reinvest it. Who knows? But my whole dilemma is I have a hard time buying Bitcoin since I'm under 18. So that's kind of tough. I'm meeting with someone today who hopefully will help me out. He's an older gentleman, and has a lot of money, and he's investing in crypto, and so I'm helping him with that, and then he should help me out in turn with that, so that'll be fun. But that's kind of it with Hashflare. We're gonna move over to the market caps. So Bitcoin, you know, it dropped to 13, it's at 13,000. Let's make sure we're saying this. So it's at 13,200, slowly rising a little now. But I mean, I don't know, this is kind of interesting. I mean, we'll pull up the charts and I'll show you guys. 7-day chart, it should be good. So look, we can even see it right here. The price of Bitcoin is about $2,000 or $20,000 right here. Look, it gets to 20 right there on December 17th, which is only 5 days ago. If you would have bought at that point, you're not educated with crypto, and you should probably get out of crypto. But I don't know. I think a lot of people saw this hype, and some people were like, "Oh, it's at $20,000. I should buy it now before it gets too big." And it's like with any crypto, I really don't think that's how it works. Even with Litecoin, we can pull up Litecoin as well, and I'll show you guys. So, you know, a lot of people bought in at Litecoin. We'll pull up the 7-day chart. A lot of people bought in at Litecoin when it was like, oh my god, Litecoin's going up to 300 and whatever. I should probably get in at, you know, 320 before it hits $1,000. But then, as you can see, there's a pullback to a little, you know, yeah, it gets under $200. That is the time when you buy a crypto, when it has hype built around it and then it has a small dip. That's kind of when you buy. That same thing with Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, Neo, all of those good coins, Ripple. That's just what happens. It's what you should do. It's with Ethereum, same. Ethereum's at 656, which is, I believe that's low for Ethereum. It was higher as well, yes. We see almost $1,000 up here, 870. But I mean, it's weird. I remember Ethereum when I was in the Dominican It's kind of crazy though. I remember Ethereum when I was in the Dominican Republic and it was seriously at $200, and I was like, I'll show you guys the dates. It was about, I don't know, sometime over here. It was at like $200, $240 to be exact, and I was like, dang, it was around here somewhere. But I was kind of like surprised. I was like, this is kind of high, but then I saw there was like a small dip. I don't know where exactly it was, and I was like, wow, I should buy in, and I bought in, and then when it started going lower, I sold, and it was kind of dumb of me. I did not have much money at that time though, so that's kind of why that was going on. Kind of before I started my dropshipping career and all that stuff, when I literally had like, I don't know, I had like 120 bucks in Ethereum, and I sold it because I had to like pay for, literally like I had to pay for food and stuff, so that's why I sold it. But things have changed to where I don't need to do that, which is great. But that's kind of what I think with all these coins. A lot of them are super low right now, but overall I think it's just interesting. A lot of these coins are super low right now, and people just, I don't know, I don't think people get the fact, and like it's up another 100. If you literally would have bought this when the video started and then like, you know, held, you would have just made $300. But I don't know, I think people undervalue the price of Bitcoin, the fact that there's literally only going to be 21 million Bitcoin ever in the world. Once once all of them end up getting mined, it's going to be super interesting. I'm kind of curious to see what happens as well. But the market will, I think it's going to be a scarcity asset to the point where, like, just like gold, how gold is not ever going to be produced, but you know, our earth can still produce gold. There's probably still more gold out in the universe and all that good stuff. But Bitcoin's like literally on any planet, there can only be 21 million Bitcoin no matter what planet you're on. So I think that's super interesting to hear. Like, that's kind of crazy concept to process, but I don't know, I think people are undervaluing Bitcoin. I don't know, there are just a lot of coins though that are obviously popping off as well, so it's kind of tough to say, oh, this one's going to be the one that everyone uses, or this one's going to be the one that everyone uses. Bitcoin Cash, you know, this has been some big hype around this coin because the owner of Bitcoin.org sold all his Bitcoin and put it into Bitcoin Cash, and that was like right here, I believe, right here, when it started to pick up. As you guys can see, price got up to $4,000. I believe it got to 8,000 in like for a second, or at least it said that on my Coinbase app. I don't know, it could have been messed up, but I don't know, this is super interesting to see that literally just pumped this price up an insane amount, and I think that's due to the fact that he sold his Bitcoin and put it into Bitcoin Cash. But I don't know, I think this is super interesting. I think he could have manipulated the market by just doing that. I don't know if he intentionally did it or what, but that's what happened. So literally, if he had $1 million into Bitcoin Cash, he would have probably made quite a bit. I think he would have doubled his money or so. But you know, that's where I stand with crypto right now. We'll go into Hashflare and see if this is still profitable, or into a Hashflare calculator and see if this is still profitable. Let's pull up the fees. I believe, yes, 17% is what we are going to run with, and we're going to just plug in 1 gigahash, or not gigahash, 1 terahash, which is going to cost us $220. Not there. So we'll just do 1,000. Pull fee is that. 220 is what it costs, and let's just calculate this. I'm super interested to see. Okay, so days to break even basically doubled since the price of Hashflare went up, which that's kind of, you know, sad to see. This is kind of sad to see that it's dropped that much. I mean, we were from the point where when you were, and this is not even the price of Bitcoin. Let's make this. I want to make sure this is actually accurate. We'll copy this number, and we will throw that in here. There we go. Alright, let's calculate this. Okay, so yeah, 151 days till you actually will break even with Hashflare, and you're putting in 200 and you're getting out 500. So at that point, like, if you guys aren't playing with big numbers, honestly, it would be smarter to like put the $220 into like buying and reselling iPhones. I have other videos on that on my channel. Might go hard with those videos, I don't know, but I don't know. I think it was profitable, and it still is profitable, but it's just like right now Hashflare has raised their Hashflare price is, and Bitcoin, the price is lower, so obviously we're not going to get paid out as much. I think this is just temporary though. Like, I think if you just put money in here and wait patiently, you will be able to see good returns on your money. That's, I don't know, at the end of the day, it's passive and you don't have to worry about it. It's just one of those things that you just do. Like, I just have this piling into my account every single day, Bitcoin just coming in, and I'm not really doing anything, so it's kind of cool to see that and to not have to do any work. So I guess that's a positive, but I mean, definitely the price has gone down for how much you're going to profit, but that's just due to the fact that obviously Bitcoin has dropped. So when you mine, and if you were to earn this every single day, well, since the price of Bitcoin went down, obviously your value is going to go down for how much you're going to profit. But I would say just wait a week or so and we'll see higher returns. Obviously Bitcoin is going to go back up, and it's funny because everyone always talks about, oh, I'm going to buy on the dip and everything. You know, when the price goes low on Bitcoin, I'm going to buy in, and it's like, yeah, but then they never do, and then you miss out on money to be made, and it's just kind of funny. Like, everyone, I don't know, everyone talks like they're going to do something, but then when the time comes, they actually don't. Like, Ethereum's fairly low still. I truly think Ripple has had a correction. It was at $1.20, which is weird. Someone Snapchatted me, on one of my subscribers Snapchatted me and was like, Sebastian, buy Ripple right now. It will reach $1.20 in the next week. I don't know how he knew that, but it did. And so that was kind of interesting. Litecoin is still, I don't know, I think Litecoin does have the possibility to go up. Cardano, I'm not too interested in that. Well, I don't know, I've never researched it, so I don't really want to talk about it since I'm not educated on it. But that's kind of it for crypto right now, guys. It's super interesting. I would say if you have funds, buy in on some Bitcoin. Obviously, everyone's like, oh, well, altcoins and everything too, but obviously Bitcoin is one of the bigger coins, and you're gonna have more of a, I would say, well, crypto's super risky, I would say, but if you do have money to play with, Bitcoin's obviously the biggest coin. I mean, if you look, I'm just gonna be real with, oh my god, this is kind of like, this is, everyone sees red days and normally freaks out. I'm kind of looking at this like a way to invest my money, because when you see this many red days, on average, it's not going to be like this. So you have to understand, unless crypto just vanishes within the next week or so. But I mean, you have to understand, they have to come back. They most likely will come back up. They all kind of follow the overall charts of, Bitcoin. So I would say right now is a good time to invest. I mean, look, minus 20, I'm just picking random coins, minus 20%, negative 38%, negative 21%. They're all kind of fairly low. If you just buy and hold through this little correction, it will, I truly believe these coins will pick back up. I would say just don't be one of those people who say they're gonna invest into something, oh, I'm gonna buy on the dip, which everyone says they're gonna buy on the dip and then they never do, and then, you know, never buy on the dip. So if you have funds right now and you want to make some money on the side passively, I would say just invest into crypto, whether it's Hashflare or just buying a coin. I mean, you're pretty well off just buying a coin and holding it. The only thing is like, you really can lose a decent amount of money with Bitcoin if you hold it. That's why I kind of like Hashflare. Like, I'm making money every single day, no matter what. Some days are low days, not gonna lie, but overall I'm profitable. I'm gonna become profitable within the next few months, so I'm not too worried about that. But this is gonna wrap it up for today's crypto video. Hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna be releasing 3 videos today. I'm freaking grinding, guys. It's gonna be insane. This Christmas break, I'm gonna be super productive. I'm super hyped for it. Have 2 weeks of my life to live, actually. I say that because I think school takes away from my life. I think it actually takes away from me living, which is unfortunate. 7 or 8 hours a day. I would say close to 9, because commuting is like 30 minutes there, 30 minutes to my house. So I would say like 9 hours that I just don't get to do anything. I don't know, hanging out with friends, but I just don't think I value from it. But that's gonna honestly wrap it up for this video. Look forward to all my videos today and in the future. I'm gonna be grinding. I will be streaming. I can't tonight because I have family over. I can't tomorrow because I think is tomorrow Christmas Eve? No, F it. We'll stream tomorrow. Okay, so live stream tomorrow. That'll be kind of Q&A relating to crypto and dropshipping, where I think all those are going and all that stuff. Maybe I'll show you guys me investing into more into Hashflare. We'll see about that. Leave recommendations below. But that's gonna wrap it up for, I believe I'll title this video 1 week with Hashflare results. That, you know, this is how much I made with Hashflare. Let's recalculate this to make sure it's accurate. But okay, well now it's $18, so it's freaking lit. But this is gonna wrap it up for my, I think I'm gonna title this video 1 week with Hashflare results. This is how much I've profited so far. Let's refresh the page once. $18 is how much I made in a week in profit, or 5 days in profits. So if I were to do this every single week, I would profit $1,300 over the course of a year, which is pretty solid. I mean, I put in $300, so getting out $1,300 is still ROI positive in my mind. So with that being said, guys, if you do want to get started with Hashflare, a link will be in the description if you guys want to use my link. It helps me out with my channel and all that stuff because I get a little referral bonus, which is awesome. Because if you guys are investing, might as well just use my link and help me out. But with that being said, guys, hope you have a great rest of your day. Seriously, hope you are enjoying this content. I'm working so hard on it, so really hope it's helping all you guys out with your life and everything in general. So let me know in the comments below. But with that being said, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in like the next few videos today. So peace out.